Good morning. My name is Erin Garza Granados. With us at Coastal Bend today, Program Coordinator Joshua Sosa for the Crossroads Adult Education Literacy Program at the Education Services Center, Region 2, is joined with us to talk about his new program. Hello, Joshua.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. And I think the first question I have for you is, what made you want to name the program Crossroads? What was the inspiration for that?
So first of all, how things came about with naming our program Crossroads is that everybody has a story. We are an adult education literacy program for those who might have not completed their high school diploma and walked the stage. So we provide the service for them to get their what's called a high school equivalent. Most people might remember it as the GED. The GED nowadays is looked at as a its own test. We also offer the HiSET test as well. And so because everybody has a story, everybody's gone through life, and they might not have finished, we wanted to name our program Crossroads because everybody has been through some sort of crossroads in the time of their life. It's the path that they choose that would help them get to success. And so we're hoping that with our program, they choose the right path in order to get to that success.
Since this program is new and it is a new addition, what do y'all plan to do, and how do students find out about this program?
So we haven't had to, this is a brand new program, and we haven't had to go and solicit our program anywhere. Everything's been word of mouth. Of course, the need is here, not just in the Nueces County area, but also in the Coastal Bend. We service 11 different counties in the Coastal Bend region, and so the big push has been word of mouth. We're servicing people that are looking to get better jobs, are looking to increase in their pay, those who are looking to receive that high school equivalent so that way they can go into college. We're also looking, some of our students are also ESL for English Second Language because we offer that program as well as part of the adult education literacy portion of our program. And so a lot of it has been, again, that word of mouth where people have talked about it. We've been on the news a couple of times, but things have really just opened up, and we plan to take this program in a whole different other direction. And because of the fact that we're brand new, we're kind of building the plane as we're already flying it. And because of that, we've been able to get to a place where our student growth population has grown to almost 700 students. In just one semester. And so as we're starting the new semester this month, we've seen a huge influx of students that have come from the surrounding areas as well. In fact, we were just at one of our satellite campuses this week, and we had over 50 students that came out, and again, all word of mouth. And so we're really excited about our satellite campuses and what's about to happen in our program.
You said that there is already over 700 students, and it is only the second semester, which is amazing. Is there a certain age range that you're seeing predominantly or dominantly in your students?
So our students, they vary. So we have students who might have just dropped out of high school. So we've got them at 16, 17, 18 years old, all the way up till 70. So our big push is that it's never too late. And so we have a combination of various ages that are out there. And so everybody is welcome who kind of fits the category of our program. With the ESL students, the same thing. There isn't one specific age of students that are come to our programs, so it just varies on there. So
since there is older ages that you are taking or seeing in your students, are you finding that, or how are you working the schedule for the students if maybe they're adults who are going to work during the day but still want to be involved in this program and participate in it?
So we offer both daytime and evening classes. Our daytime starts from 9 in the morning till 12, and then there's a break in between because we offer some tutoring for those individuals that might want to come in for tutoring. And then we also offer evening classes from 6 to 9. We do have some Saturday classes classes. Again, everybody's schedule is a little bit different, so we want to be able to accommodate those individuals whose schedules might not allow them to come either in the day or in the evening. So we understand either they have jobs or their parents, and so we want to make sure that everybody has that availability.
As you've said before, and we keep mentioning, this is a new program. It is the first semesters that you're seeing it. What are the biggest barriers that you're coming across when starting this program?
So again, because we are so new and we have to service 11 different counties, number one is finding the space to be able to put these classes in satellite campuses. We've reached out to various partners, whether it be school districts, churches, or just private organizations that have allowed us to use their buildings, which has been great. But once we put up the buildings, the students will come. The second barrier in that is that, well, we need to find teachers. And because of the fact that we have daytime classes. Well, some of our teachers that we're looking for, we need them to work those daytime hours. Now, we understand that they have those daytime jobs, so we offer nighttime classes as well. But that's kind of been our biggest barriers. Been the two big barriers that we've had is, number one is finding the space, and number two, finding the teachers once we get that space. So for anybody who is maybe a retired teacher or somebody who's looking to pick up a second job part-time, we love to have them come on. The pay is pretty good. We offer it's $22.40 an hour for 3 hours per session. So the pay is pretty good for our teachers. The minimum requirement for our teachers is a bachelor's degree. And so they do not need to have a teaching certificate. And for more information, they can go onto our HR website at the Education Service Center Region 2 Jobs.
Since there are so many students and they are coming in at all different ages, they are going to have different circumstances. How are you differentiating the levels that they are at?
So good question. So as soon as a student comes into our program, they go through what's called an orientation. They have to do that orientation. It's mandated by the state and how we receive our students. Then they take what's called a baseline test. That baseline test allows us and our staff to see exactly where that student is. From there, we take that data, we analyze it, and then we're able to place them into the classes and the levels that they're needed. So that way we can go ahead and focus on those target goals and those target areas for that individual, so we can see them succeed. That way we don't put them to the point where they just don't understand and give up.
Right. Considering that the students do come from different backgrounds, some of them may struggle coming into this new program. What are you and your staff doing in order to motivate them?
Okay, so as I mentioned, part of the very, very beginning stages of them entering our program is orientation, then the testing, and then we do a class what's called mapping, okay? Now, I come from a military background, so I love this course, and when given the opportunity, they let me teach every once in a while. And so I've had the opportunity to do motivational speaking, and so we've geared this mapping class, which is a 12-hour class that it's mandated and they have to take before they even enter into a classroom. This 12-hour mapping class focuses on study skills, stress management, time management, test taking, and also motivational and positive thinking and goal setting. And so we've partnered up with Texas Workforce, and they will also come in. And so from day 1 to day 4, these students are just driven with this type of positivity to the point where their whole mentality and way of thinking is changed. So by the time that they enter into the classroom, they're already thinking of what that end goal is. For some of them, it's graduation. Great. For others, it might be that promotion in that job that they'll get once they receive that high school equivalent. Great. For the others, it might be college. So whatever it is, we find that out in those 12 hours of mapping before they even start. And then we have them look at that and say, okay, this is your end goal. So they see that light at the end of the tunnel. And so we're really excited about those courses and what has been the turnaround from day 1 till day 4 before they even step into the classroom, and to see the change in the way they think, in the way they talk, even to the way they sit into a classroom and they receive the material, it's on a whole different other level. From day one, when they come in, some of our students will come in and they think, college, pants torn, shirts, whatever. And on the last day, we challenge them to dress for success, to go and look at that next level. So they'll come in suits, they'll come in dresses, they'll come ready to take on any challenge. And it's nice to see that once they hit the classroom, they're with that same mindset of striving for success.
So it does sound like you and your staff are doing the right steps in order to keep them motivated. And of course, these students, they have stories. Some of them have treacherous stories or horrible stories, things that have happened to them. Is there any stories or any students in particular that have impacted you? Because the program you're offering is impacting them, but have you seen it the other way around where you feel good that you're doing this program?
Oh, absolutely. So when given the opportunity to teach mapping, one of the things I always say is that even though I get paid to motivate them and teach this class and give to them. What they don't understand is that they're giving to me, and every class is different. And so I have those pictures, because we always take a class photo after those 12 hours. And when they see that end picture, I tell you what, it is something very different because they see the change in themselves. And in doing so, I've come across several students weeks later who have said, hey, Mr. Sosa, thank you so much for that mapping class. I listened to those motivational videos that you've shared with us. I'm thinking different. I've talked to my spouse, and even my spouse has told me, hey, there's something different about you. I'm speaking life into my children. So it's been an all-around change, and all within a short amount of time. And so if we can do that for one person, and that one person can go ahead and do that for the people in their circle, really you can make a change in a lot of people's lives. And so that's what's very unique about this program, and I love what I do. So it's a good time to see exactly what's going to happen, not only here, but also in the Coastal Bend with the rest of our campuses throughout this program.
Right. And since y'all do have many other programs, are there multiple campuses that you're offering this program at, or is it just one certain campus? If so, which campus is that?
So our main campus is at the Education Service Center here in Corpus Christi, here Region 2. We do have and have just opened up some satellite campuses, one being in Robstown, another one being Alice, Kingsville, Falfurrias, and so we are still looking to push out into the other counties of this region. We're really excited, and so if y'all are on the outside parts and I didn't mention your particular area, please feel free to contact us. You can piggyback with one of those campuses or come here to the Education Service Center. We'll be also working with the CCISD and reaching out into their programs as well. And so that'll be really neat because we'll be working with the parents. So those individuals whose kids go to the schools will be able to offer our program to the parents while their kids are in school. So a lot of different programs are working out. It's coming along beautifully. We also offer, because most people might think adult education literacy, we're looking at it as on a bigger scale, called family literacy. And so we've partnered up with other programs through the Education Service Center with like our home visitation programs. And our home visitation programs will actually send some of their outreach liaisons into the homes of some of our students, okay? And they will, those individuals who have children who haven't come into school yet, they will teach the parents how to be that first teacher. And so they will teach these kids the skills that are needed so that way whenever they get into the schools, they will be so far in advance over their peers that they'll be ready and successful once they hit the schools.
And as far as the future semesters to come, there are going to be more and more students coming in, and as you can already see, this program is skyrocketing. 700 students, that is amazing. How are you and your staff preparing for all the students y'all hope to get in the future?
So the good thing is that we are still ramping up. We're still bringing in more and more staff. I've got teachers that are coming in, which is great. We still need more, but they're coming in to take on these challenges. I have an amazing staff that is always pushing in data, that's always taking on any type of issues that comes along. We're looking to also open up new orientations and testing sites so that way we keep open enrollment so more and more people can come in. We're looking to expand even within Nueces County to open up more sites so that way we can accommodate our students and they don't have to feel like, wow, I've got to drive clear across the other side of town to go to school. So as we're continuing to move, we're expanding, by leaps and bounds, but we're trying our hardest to make sure that no one falls through the cracks and that no one is left behind as well.
And for the for the upcoming semesters, are you and your team already projecting numbers that you expect to see as far as the students?
So because of the fact that we want to make sure that they have that light at the end of the tunnel and that goal, we are hosting a graduation. Okay, so our students that are that have dropped out, we want to give them that opportunity to walk the stage. We are projecting to have at least 100 students this year graduate, and so our hopes is for it to be big. We're looking at not just a regular graduation, here's your certificate, have a great day, but the full cap, gown, American Bank Center event to where they can share with their families that huge event that's going to be a milestone for their future.
So thank you for the time that you have given us, Mr. Sosa. It was such a pleasure to hear about your program and everything that you're going to start. My name is Erin Garza Granados with Coastal Bend Today, and remember, we are about your life, your news.